I was about to turn into a zombie, but I had a daughter to take care of. I wanted to end my life, but at that moment, I realized that if I died, my daughter would not survive either. I set a countdown for my transformation into a zombie. I wanted to find someone to take care of my daughter while I was still conscious. So, I crossed the desert with my daughter and found a village before the sun went down. In the village, I found a survivor. She was a doctor, and she immediately realized I was about to turn into a zombie. But she didn't fear me. Instead, she tended to my wounds. I had intended to entrust my daughter to the doctor, but then I discovered she was terminally ill. To avoid burdening the doctor further, I decided to find someone else willing to help. As we prepared to leave, we were attacked by zombies, but we were saved by an old man. He brought us back to his home, but then locked us in a cage. He wanted me and a girl named Gina to help him attract the zombies so he could loot their valuables. To escape, I tied rotten meat to a rope to attract the zombies and used their strength to open the cage and escape. I wanted Gina to take care of my daughter for me, but she refused. The long journey caused my toxins to flare up, and I had only 9 hours left. I wanted to bury my head in the ground and end my life, but I fainted. When I woke up, I realized my daughter was gone. This made my heart race as I searched everywhere. But I found Gina had returned. She saved us and said she was willing to help us find an adoptive family. We found an RV. I thought the family's conditions were good and wanted to entrust my daughter to them. But when I found the family, they refused, because they had also been bitten by zombies. With 4 gunshots, they accepted their fate. I picked up the gun, intending to leave this world as my daughter like them, but then my daughter learned to speak. That single word, Daddy, gave me new hope. So Gina took me and my daughter to her tribe, but halfway there my time came. Looking at the rotting flesh beside me and the wooden stick in Gina's hand, I had an idea. I tied the rotting flesh to the wooden stick, so that even after I lost consciousness, I could continue to lead them, to prevent me from biting them. I also put stones in my mouth and tied my hands. This way, I wouldn't harm them. I carried them forward with the weight, not knowing how long we walked. We arrived at Gina's tribe. This was the last thing I did for my daughter, and the last act of fatherly love I left for her. Gina's tribe members watched this scene in disbelief. To spare me further suffering, the chief took out a spear and ended my life, and I finally found a family my daughter could rely on.